Good morning. Welcome to Grandma Gigi's house. Yes, I'm a grandma. I have a 4-year-old grandson, a 30-year-old daughter, and a wonderful husband. And my husband and I have been talking about doing videos to try to encourage and inspire people to live the best life they can. And living the best life you can is really being the best person you can. And we're going to be doing some of these videos scripturally based. Jesus told parables, so I'll be telling stories. Today's scripture is Matthew 7:12, the golden rule. Do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. Excuse me, I gotta take this. Hey girl, how are you? Oh, I was just in the middle of doing a vlog. Well, I was gonna tell you I had gone to pick up some medical records for my husband. And so I had kind of squirrel around the hospital to get up to the elevators and that, so it was a little stressful. And I see this gentleman getting onto the elevator, and it was way down the hall, and I'm like, yo, hold that elevator. And he's like, you got it, girl. So I get to the elevator, and we just chit-chatted a little bit. You know, he had a cane. My husband at the time had a cane. So I'm like, stroke? And he's like, no, back surgery. And we laughed about that. But so we get up to the medical records floor, and I said, you go first. You were in the elevator first, so have at it. Feel free. So he goes up there, and he says to the girl he needs his medical records for himself and then one for another hospital. So the girl behind the desk said, well, I need the address of the other hospital. And he said, oh, ma'am, I'm sorry, I don't have that. I don't have a cell phone or anything. And I live kind of far away. And she says, oh, I'm sorry, I can't help you if you don't have the address. So I had my cell phone, so I Googled the address of the hospital, wrote it down, and gave it to her. And she says, oh, your wife's got it for you. Don't worry about it. I said, I'm not his wife. I'm here for my husband's medical records. So she says, you don't know this gentleman? And I said, no. And she said, you don't know him at all? And I said, well, we met on the elevator, but... So yeah, I know, right? So she says, that was so nice of you. I can't believe that you just did that for him. And I said, no problem. He thanked me profusely for doing that because he lived far away and he had back problems and whatnot. So I ended up leaving, and I had to come back to pick up my husband's medical records. So when I went back, this girl had said, hold on, wait a second, I've got something for you. So she hands me my husband's medical records, and she says, no charge, it's on me. And I said, well, how much does it cost? Because I've never picked them up before. And she says, $5, but I want to pay for that. She said, I can't pay enough for a life lesson. She said, I don't understand why I didn't do that for him. I have a cell phone sitting right here. She said, it never occurred to me. And she said it was a life lesson, and it stuck with her, and she'll never forget it. And it just ministered to me so much because it was such a simple thing. Like I just did Matthew 7:12, do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. And looking at what's that? Oh no. Looking at the situation, not everybody has a cell phone. Not everybody has, like we just don't realize we have to pay attention. Like that's my biggest thing. We need to pay attention to what's going on around us and be a blessing. And when we're a blessing, we're going to be blessed for it. And it's not like I'm going to get blessed with another $5. Like it's not about the $5. The blessing was that God allowed me to hear from this particular girl when I went back that it meant something to her, that I did that. And God didn't have to let me hear that it ministered to her, but he did. And I'm blown away by it. But coffee? Sure. What time? I'll be there. Well, I would just encourage you to keep your eyes and ears open too, because I know you're a blessing to everybody, and it's what it's about. It's paying attention. So, 1:30, coffee, my treat. Love you. Bye. So, that was my bestie, Linda. But, what I was saying to her, keep your eyes and ears open. It's so simple, and we just get so busy. And we're not that busy. It's just you go to the grocery store, you take somebody's cart back to the corral. Joyce Meyer's big on saying, just take your shopping cart back, and that's a blessing. So I would just encourage everybody, tune in every day. I'll have something new for you, a story of all stories, and I just appreciate you listening. Have a great day.